A mother gives her child a glass of water. 3 months later, that child's brain is permanently damaged. This happened in America. In 2014, in a city called Flint, Michigan. And some of the people in charge knew. Flint wasn't wealthy. Auto factories, working families, barely scraping by. In April 2014, state officials made a decision. Switch the water source. Save money. The Flint River would replace Detroit's treated water. Cheaper, faster, temporary. But they skipped something critical. Corrosion control chemicals. Without them, river water eats through old pipes. Flint's pipes were over 50 years old, made of lead. The water flowed. The pipes dissolved. Lead poured into every home, every school, every glass. At first, residents noticed the water looked wrong. Brown, cloudy, smelled metallic. They complained. Officials said, "It's safe." They complained again. "You're overreacting." Then children started getting sick. Rashes, hair loss, exhaustion. Blood tests came back. Lead levels were spiking, doubling, tripling. Here's what lead does to a child's brain. Lowers IQ, destroys impulse control, causes permanent behavioral problems. There is no cure, no reversal. Once it's in, it stays. Dr. Hanna-Attisha, a pediatrician, pulled hospital records. The data was horrifying. She went public. State officials tried to silence her, called her findings unfortunate, said she was causing panic. She wasn't wrong. They were lying. Independent tests confirmed it. The water was corroding pipes, leaching lead into the supply. Every shower, every meal, every baby bottle. Poisoned. Then emails leaked. Internal government emails. Some officials knew there was a problem. Months earlier, they didn't act. Why? Fixing it cost money. This wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. By late 2015, the story exploded. National headlines. Federal emergency declared. The president got involved. But the damage was already done. Thousands of children were exposed. You can't unpoison a brain. You can't give back IQ points. A 5-year-old who drank that water in 2014, they'll struggle in school, face behavioral issues, carry the effects for life, because someone chose a budget over their future. Trust collapsed. Residents stopped using taps. The National Guard arrived, handing out bottled water. In America, in 2015, soldiers distributing water to U.S. citizens because their government failed them. Some officials faced charges. Most didn't. Lawsuits dragged on for years. Settlements reached hundreds of millions. But money doesn't reverse brain damage. Today, Flint's pipes are replaced. Water quality improved. The crisis is over. But the children who drank that water? Still living with the consequences. And here's the part that should terrify you. Flint is not the only city with old lead pipes. Not the only place where cost-cutting happens. The difference? Flint got exposed. How many others are still hidden? This wasn't a hurricane, not an earthquake, not an accident. It was a decision made on spreadsheets, where children became line items, and the cost of doing right seemed too high. The people of Flint trusted their government. That trust was betrayed, not with violence, with neglect, with silence. Some stories fade from headlines, but they never fade from the lives they destroyed. Flint is still here, still recovering, still remembering. When you turn on your tap tonight, you won't think about it. The people of Flint can't stop thinking about it. Because some failures don't make noise. They just poison quietly. one glass at a time. Subscribe for stories that matter long after the cameras leave.